This is Roma Reacts. This is a series where I watch patron submitted videos with you guys, and the first video is sent in by KoIS, and it is the Genshin Impact 3.0 trailer. I think it has Japanese audio. Let's see exactly where we go with this. You heard of Irmisl before? The Dendroarchon is known as the god of wisdom. Oh my god. Holy, oh my god, the presentation of this. This is like a this is like a summer blockbuster. Oh my god, the music. Nilu dancing, of course, is about the Zeru festival. I literally just got to this point. I literally just literally did this mission. And this is what's giving life to everything. Man, look at this, they're showing this as well. It's such a beautiful scene, man. Such a beautiful area as well. We've seen this in the distance for a while now, haven't we? So this is for 3.0. I am at 3.1 right now. But Clay! Man, again, have you guys read the manga at this point by the time the Clay is announced for this? Because this is really cool. Like, again, like if I read the manga and I saw Kalei now, I would have been so hyped. I did read the manga, but like obviously like I didn't watch this trailer beforehand. I'll talk about my feelings on watching trailers after this. So it originates with the depths or the withering, man. So they were talking about the withering already in this as well. This is a really well presented trailer. Tighnari, Verdant Strider. Man, how hyped were you guys for this when you saw these characters? The Akasha, they talk about the Akasha term, the Great Lord of Gavata. Man, they show it. Look at this overhead shot. Sumer said they're presenting this like it's a summer blockbuster that you can't miss, which like I think for a lot of people it probably was. You know, yeah. Look at the camera pan here. The divine knowledge. I didn't expect him to show something like this. Dory! Wait, so if Dory's here, would they show Alhaitham off? Or was Alhaitham in a different trailer, I wonder? Oh, we destroyed this boss. This trailer is so well presented, in terms of the camera panning and the shots that they're doing as well. There's a lot of like an urgency. I really feel like again like the way they're presenting this is like something you can't miss. Nilu? Oh, she's talking about the Grand Sage ordering the stoppage of the performance. Yeah, there they go, revealing that aspect of the story. Wait, what? So again, they're not showing context for a lot of the stuff here, which I think, you know, it's like, first of all, this is another village with the Runa quest, right? They're not showing context for this. So, like, what was the discussion like around a lot of this stuff? Like, were people like screenshotting stuff going, what's this? There's a white rune guard thing now. What's this? Like, were people doing that all the time? Because I imagine that's what they were doing. I imagine. Whoa! Again, it's out of context, so I guess like that's the thing. But like for me, as someone who's like actually played through the story, it's like, oh my god, they showed this. There's Alhaitham, of course. Did you guys know of Alhaitham for this? Oh yeah. The actual shots of this are incredible. They're super incredible. It's too risky to continue the Sub-Zero festival. Is that Dotary? They showed the end again. It's what? Oh, and there's Air Missile, yeah. World Forget Me. Holy hell, the morn of a thousand roses brings. Okay, I actually surprisingly have a lot to talk about this trailer. First of all, I think that the only reason I'm looking at this now being like, oh, there's so many like spoilers is probably because I've already played through it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, like they showed the lane line, they showed this, they showed that. But in reality, like I played through like the majority of this and like I've gotten to 3.1 with the story in terms of updates. So this is 3.0. It's kind of crazy to me. Like again, like they showed the knowledge capsules. And again, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, they showed off the knowledge capsules. But like, really, that's like, again, context. In context, it's like, that would be a spoiler. But for me, again, I'm coming out from the perspective of somebody who has like already played it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. My perspective on trailers always, by the way, that was a really cool trailer. I want to say that right now is I think it was really well presented. It would have gotten me hyped up if I was like fan. And again, they have to reveal these trailers and they have to show off this type of stuff because they have like a $1 trillion company and like in between updates, people can leave. Like, it happens all the time with every game. People leave in between updates. People get bored in between updates. So to show, like, for the 3.0 to be like, hey, look, this is what you get. This is what's going to happen. This is insane. And I imagine people are like, oh my God, look at the stuff we're going to get here. For me with trailers, I always like look back to two things. And that's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity and Persona 5. Back in 2017, I bought Persona 5. I remember I was in college at the time, and I like picked it up, and I went away with it, and like I was like, and the thing that was so cool about that playthrough is I didn't know at all anything about the characters in that game, which is surprising me because I love Persona 4 Golden, I love Persona 3, I love Persona 2, and I played Persona 1 as well, and so it was already a series that I loved. I played some Shin Megami Tensei games as well, and I was like, okay, like I can't wait to play this game. I didn't know the characters' names. I didn't know the story, the setting. So I bought this game just knowing that Atlas was not going to let me down. But also, me not watching trailers for me personally before I got to the game meant that everything was a surprise. Makoto's name was a surprise. And to me, that's like it changed the way I view everything forever. Because like I didn't watch a trailer at the time just because I was like, oh, like I'm going to buy it anyway. So like, why not? And that was like one of the first times I didn't just watch a bunch of trailers for it. Again, you can do whatever you want. And everyone has different ways of enjoying games. But for me personally, it works two ways. I get to be totally surprised by this stuff. I get to have like everything is like every single moment is like, oh my God, what's happening? Like who's that? What's that? Like what's this? Even like little things like seeing a cat on the wall. It's like, oh, there's a cat on the wall. And then I look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and that's like emboldens my opinion on why I do this. Is that I did a Let's Play of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and during that playthrough, there's this moment that happens. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. Maybe it was in the trailer as well, but there's a moment where you can like use divine beasts as like in the trailer as like weapons. I didn't watch the trailer for that, so I didn't know you could use the divine beast as a weapon. And so in the video, I'm like going nuts. I'm so hyped about this, and everyone in the comments is like, "This is actually really cool that we got to see you like react to this because like it was in the trailer." And like that's why I think it makes like it's for me to have like a more enjoyable time, and every moment is a surprise. Like when I'm playing Genshin, you guys see it. I'm constantly like surprised by like little tiny grains of sand, just because I love getting surprised by things. I love like having that thing of like it kind of motivates you to even play more as well, because you're like oh, I wonder what's gonna be around this corner. I wonder what's gonna be up this hill. I wonder what's gonna be in that building. And like it also I think it makes a better playthrough for you guys. You guys can give me an opinion on that if you want, but it gives a better playthrough for you guys, I think, because then it's a playthrough that is just like full of like a new experience, if that makes sense. Again, people can work on this where they want. They can watch trailers wherever they want. I understand that like it would be probably like better for the channel for me to watch a lot of trailers coming out for upcoming Genshin stuff. But I do think that it's just much more fun for me personally, and that's my personal opinion, to watch trailers like that. That's the way I see it anyway. Thank you so much for sending a quiz. I hope I didn't overshadow the actual video by having this long sidetracking discussion about why I don't watch trailers anymore really for video games. And it's weird because I watched the first announcement trailer, then I don't really watch anything after that. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, I'd like you to watch this trailer. I get comments all the time. Can you watch this? The Natlan trailer, I think someone asked, which is fair enough. Like I never get angry at that because it's someone asking for more videos of me, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like if like, and I'm not comparing myself. Like it's like if someone like is making like a TV show like The Simpsons, and someone goes, And a fan writes in, I want more episodes of Simpsons, and Simpsons writers go, they want more episodes. No, it doesn't upset me. It doesn't upset me whatsoever. In fact, it's actually really cool. Well, yeah, that's my perspective on trailers. It was a really cool trailer, really awesome to see. And I'm glad that I get to see these after the fact as well, because I think that's like the best of both worlds, having the cake and eat it too. Thank you so much, KoIS, for sending in. Sorry for using your trailer as a soapbox, but I think KoIS will understand. The next video is sent in by Malcolm Condé, and it is... Actually, I got so sidetracked. I wanted to talk about something else about the trailer we just saw. I think that they did a good job of using Nilou as a very like striking character, as like almost like the main focus for some parts of the trailer, without actually using Dehya or like focusing too much on Alhaitham and all the characters are gonna be super secretive. You have a character that like is super interesting that you want to see more of. And again, she looks cool, she looks pretty, she has this really great vibrant style. It makes people like, want to know more about her. I think they did a good job of that. Now, the next video is sent in by Malcolm Condé, and it is a Genshin theory that came out before Sumeru, and it is Katheryne is a puppet for the Fatui. Let's check it out.
Katheryne is a puppet. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's it, guys.
Today we're going to be talking
about
Mori
how
Kitchen
our
favorite Adventurers Guild staff member is potentially...
Can I talk about what my theory about Katheryne is first? I'm speculating completely, but like before my mind has changed about this, I genuinely think that she is some sort of like... puppet. We know that she is some sort of puppet for the... It was a theory that already happened, right? I think she is a puppet for the Fatui, because that's what she... Or like a Shinaz 9 puppet. I wonder if by the end of the game, we're going to find out that Katheryne has been making us stronger, or helping us get stronger with commissions or with different tasks and stuff like this, in order to like... bring us closer to our sister in some way. Again, that's a bad theory. I'm saying like maybe she's doing this on purpose, like to make us stronger. I don't know.
One of the new harbingers that was revealed, Sandrone, whose name, like most of the other harbingers, I'm gonna butcher, so apologies in advance.
Me.
Since the start of the game, there's been no reason to expect that Katheryne was anything but a bugged NPC that MiHoYo refused to fix.
Oh, really?
Because she kept saying error or rebooting. But now, that's not the case.
So people told me to pause before.
Potential to be something they set up from the very beginning. Before that, though, I would really like to thank my friend Lady Splitchin for making me such an amazing thumbnail.
It's a really beautiful piece of art.
You probably haven't heard of her yet, but she's an amazing artist who's made some of the best looking thumbnails on my channel. She just made a YouTube channel, and I would really love it if you would check her out. You can actually watch her draw the whole thing live over at her channel. And I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check it out.
Synergy. Now, I used to draw my own thumbnails for all my thumbnails, but it became more difficult when I started playing games like Genshin and Danganronpa, because then like when I was doing it for Hollow Knight and Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff, it was really easy because if you get a monster wrong in Five Nights at Freddy's or if you get like a monster wrong in Hollow Knight, it looks cooler because like if the lines are wrong. But then I got like I kind of got a little bit, to be honest, I got a little bit self-conscious. You know what I mean? Like I drew my thumbnail for episode 100 of Genshin, but doing that all the time would be I don't think that I can do justice to a lot of these characters. Hollow Knight characters, like I think a lot of people said they love my artwork for this stuff, which I'm very, very happy with. I still look back on some of them and go like, maybe I could have done that better. Maybe I could have done that better. But people seem to like it, so maybe I'm wrong.
Let's get back to Katheryne. Katheryne may act like a human, she may behave like a human, but at the end of the day, she has that keyhole in the back of her neck that we've all noticed.
What?
And
what? We've all noticed?
I feel like she is made by Sandrone. Right now, we don't really know much about Sandrone besides her teaser that just came out and Child's voice lines about her being an engineer. But her similarities to Katheryne are very intriguing. They both have maid headwear, they both rest their hands to say where, the demeanor that they have feels like it's the same. To a certain degree, part of me feels like maybe Sandrone is also a puppet and the real one is inside of the robot.
I don't again, I don't know much about this, so maybe I'll know more in the future. I don't subscribe to that theory, mostly just because I feel like it'd be now that I'm thinking about it, could be that though. Like, because at first I'm like, no, that can't be, because like again, I think this character design is so cool, and like there's nothing wrong with being a puppet if she actually is a puppet. Wait, that would actually be super cool. Okay, I've changed my mind. I changed my mind. At first, I was like, no, I don't think she's a puppet. Now I'm thinking, like, how cool would that actually be? Like, this, her soul is in this robot behind her, and she's the actual puppet. Okay, I changed my mind. Black Shadow.
Later on that her real name is Katheryne, and maybe inside of the robot is a rotting body version of her that doesn't want erosion.
Jesus.
Personally, I believe that Sandrone created all the Katherynes as a means to get control of the Adventurers Guild in disguise, as well as gain information on everybody who enters the major cities.
That's smart.
I don't think she's the type of person that rose to power by using strength or physical feats. I think she's more of the type of person who used her smarts and ability to create in order to gain her position in the Harbingers. I mean, knowledge is power after all. And I like to think that somewhere in the world, she has a factory where she takes living people and turns them into androids. Like an android robot army of Katherynes. It's not something that would be new for a member of the Fatui. I mean, even Dottore changed Mr. Krupp into a machine in the manga.
No, he's 100% correct.
Kind of makes me think that if Sandrone ever ends up getting a boss fight, she'll just be chucking Katherynes left and right at us.
That would be so
also, I
fun.
see the puppets in Genshin not really as puppets, but more
like not the chucking Katheryne's part, but like a boss fight. I can imagine the boss fight, like kind of like an old Crash Bandicoot boss fight. Like she's like in the center of this like circle or these platforms, and you have to hop to different platforms and like hit stuff back. Like that'd be really cool.
Droids like Detroit Become Human and Nier Automata.
I played both.
Where they have intelligence and a will of their own, not just empty husks that do what they're commanded to do.
Nier Automata is a
most
10 out of 10 game.
For example, Animatic never does what he's supposed to do. I mean, Scaramouche never does what he's supposed to do. And while though Katheryne may be linked to one of the Harbingers, it doesn't mean necessarily that she'll turn on us or even wants to hurt us. She just might be forced to do it even though she doesn't want to. This is all going off of the assumption that she's not a human, by the way. I used to think that Katheryne was just a nurse joy of this game where she's just supposed to be there.
That's what I saw her as. I didn't know she was a puppet. I thought she was just Nurse Joy. Like, that's a great way to describe it.
But now it feels like all the identical looking Katherynes have a purpose.
Beautiful sky.
Which is nice. I mean, we do know that the Adventurers Guild originates from Cesnaya, which has advanced knowledge of robotics and automatons. It feels like each region likes to dance around the subject of her being an android as well.
Okay.
For example, Katheryne from Inazuma likes to make jokes about being everywhere at once, and her idle lines for rebooting and air seem to follow her everywhere. Katheryne, being an AI, also explains how she can work 24/7 without breaks. Katheryne is always there, she's always watching, and she's ready to help with anything you need.
Yep.
It's kind of weird that the Adventurers Guild is stationed in Snezhnaya, though. In the Adventurers book, the Fatui are listed as enemies. So if the headquarters is in Snezhnaya, why in the world would they make themselves their own enemies? They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. It also could be that
now Snezhnaya. I'm like I guess asking this question now because I never fully understood it. Is Snezhnaya is the whole thing like Fatui territory, or is there like people who? Because I think there's people who live in Snezhnaya that aren't Fatui, right? Because we've met Snezhnayan like diplomats and stuff like that, but do they support the Fatui? Again, some stuff I still get confused about. So if you guys can answer that question, that'd be great.
Adventurers Guild has just become independent, but we really don't know. This could be wrong, but I feel like Sandrone looks like she's from Fontaine. We don't really have much information on Fontaine right now, but I have a feeling it's going to be a mix of show business and steampunk.
I cannot wait for Fontaine, to be honest.
With like a bunch of courtrooms and judges, where if you don't reproduce results, you're treated the same as a criminal deserving of any kind of judgment. If anything, it's probably a good idea for them to do the reveal of Katheryne being an AI, either in Snezhnaya or in Fontaine. Besides this, I kind of wonder, is Katheryne a puppet that can be controlled by someone else? Like, can Sandrone control Katheryne from wherever she is in the world? Does she need like a certain button to control her? Can she have someone else control Katheryne? There's so many unanswered questions.
Well, another question I have as well that I hope maybe will get answered eventually as well is that like, is this not, because they've had dealings with the Fatui before, is this not something that like the likes of Diluc and Kaya and all these characters would not looked into it before? Because it'd be shocking to me that Ningguang hasn't looked into it, you know what I mean? Because it makes sense in Inazuma because they're so focused on other things that they wouldn't even be focused on Katheryne most of the time. But like, or if I wonder, is this like a secret that everyone knows about anyway?
The question of whether or not Katheryne can be hacked as well is another thing. Like, we've never seen
Nahida style.
Katheryne leave her box yet in the current story, but if she ever does one day, is it really going to be the Katheryne we know, or is it going to be someone else? But there you have it, folks. That's my thoughts on Katheryne and Sandrone's relationship. It'll be interesting to see whose side she ends up choosing later on. Oh yeah, just a few extra things I guess about the rest of the trailer and all the other Harbingers. I think the person playing chess with Piero in the very beginning is the Tsaritsa. We can see ice moving the knight, which makes me think that it's the
Oh, very, very
Tsaritsa
good
instead of
catch.
Piero because he's just using his normal
Very good
hands.
catch.
The one singing Signora's theme in the beginning is Columbina. I really do love her voice in this.
Oh no,
and
one of the best parts of that trailer.
I do
Haunting.
wonder why she is ranked number 3. She seems a little bit on the crazy side if you ask me, but I do love her design, so I'm hoping that she's a playable character in the future. The rooster, I think, is manipulating Child, and he also looks like Igor from Persona. Pantalone is the guy Yelan's looking for. I don't know why, but he looks like OK Code's new VTuber model. It's just a really funny coincidence. Also, his name is really funny. I don't know why they named him Pants. Alright, Aquino, if hot, why evil?
Me with like me with many characters. If anyone see me play Danganronpa, like I'm constantly just like, you know, well not I guess like with me with like this is me with many characters in many games I've played.
She is very attractive. To be honest, she looks kind of like a control freak in my opinion.
The hair is
but
really cool on Archelino.
I've heard that she runs an orphanage, so maybe that's why. Not calling anyone who runs
For me,
an
forgiving Child for anything that he's done is like it's like 99% like he was manipulated, and like I actually do appreciate him as a friend. 1% he cute though.
Is a control freak. I like to think that Child went to Wangcheng Funeral Parlor to get a coffin for Signora. Capitano, we know nothing about. Dottore is probably the most hyped up character thanks to
Oh
being
jeez,
in
he's
the
terrifying.
Because we've been waiting for him for forever.
He's terrifying.
And Piero, the jester.
Just want to say on the Child thing, because I get like a lot of comments on that. And like one of the things that like, I actually appreciate about the playthrough I've done is that like on the same video of Child's story and the ending of the chapter of Act 3 of the Liyue story, I got equal amount of comments being like, I'm glad you didn't just overlook everything Child did, and at the same time, I'm glad you didn't just condemn him. And I feel like that is, I took that as a compliment, because there was equal amounts of people being like, I'm glad you didn't condemn him. I'm glad you didn't just overlook everything. To me, that means that we can have a conversation in my community without actually going crazy, and it means that like we can have discussions about characters like Child without fully condemning or fully forgiving anything. You know what I mean? Like you can have like actual like honest and open discussions, and I freaking love that. If you go back to the video, there are people like I'm glad you didn't condemn him fully. I'm glad you didn't overlook everything. Separate people, and it's like it made me so happy, because it's like, okay, we can have these discussions about characters without without having like full blown arguments, or without like, because sometimes I will take a side completely. And sometimes I will, but I feel like just the way like I like to look at things is always from the heart. So I guess that's my perspective all the time. Is just like, I want to make sure that we're giving everyone a fair shot. We're not just condemning people outright all the time, while also being fair to the people that have been hurt by that person as well. I feel like that's the best way to look at everything all the time.
The
You know,
Harbinger looks like he's from Conria.
really cool
and
character.
What if this last shot, where the camera pans
Look at him
out,
with his
is
little
just
scarf.
us looking from the Sarita's perspective?
The scarf tells me that he is not used to the cold as the Yoroshinai's people. Is that what I'm? That's why I get it. He's like, because he's so used to being in Liyue.
Cool, right? As always, thank you
Great
guys
video.
so much for watching. Reminder to check out Lady Splitchin's videos in the description down below. Feel free to leave a comment on a theory you have for one of your favorite Harbingers. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.
Yeah, good video. Where is, how, again, I always like to look at like, oh yeah, they're up and coming. They're definitely up and coming. You can tell, first of all, that they care a lot about the actual videos they're making, which to me is like always good. So yeah, like for me, like when it comes to that theory of about the puppet thing, we know it's true now, but I have no idea. I'll be honest, I have no idea where it's gonna go. I have no idea where that's gonna go when it comes to the idea of like why she's a puppet or who she's a puppet for. Now, I think that it's a very good theory, the idea that, like, you know, the Fatui is just controlling her or being able to control. I didn't even know there was a key in the back of her neck, but we'll see where that goes. I guess you guys can discuss it more in the comments, and like if you want to discuss in the comments, I'll reply to what you think, and maybe I'll bounce off your theories as well, if that's the best way to go about it. Thank you so much for sending in, Malcolm. The next video is sent in by Cat Sith, and it is a Genshin fan vid with a story based on the Wuxia genre? Let's check it out. So this is a fan vid, and already you could put this anywhere and it would be so acceptable as being so good. Look, is that Ganyu? That's a baby. Beautiful artwork here. Absolutely beautiful artwork. Man. Wait. Hold on. This is us. That's Lumine and that's Aether, right? Aether. Or is it just Lumine? Holy hell. Music is fantastic. Wait, is that my shoe? And there's the Aranara and Kazuha. Oh my god, this is pretty. Great illustration. Great illustration. Oh my god, look, you and Jin. The music's so good. This is so neat. Is that Hu Tao? Look at this. The artwork is so beautiful. Wow. That's a I didn't expect that transition. Holy hell. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's Zhongli and Venti. They did such a good job with this. So it is Lumine and Aether, by the way. Oh, super cool. Look at... Wait. No, I have to skip back for a second. Look at this. Shenyun, look. Shinyan, sorry. Look, oh my god. Look at Penti. Oh my god, Chichi. Wait. Oh, okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. Wait, hold on a second here. Yeah, there's all the characters Shenhe as well. Look at Kazuha. And Beidou. Really cool stuff. And is that the Raiden Shogun, I guess, then? No, that's the Raiden Shogun. Is that Nahida? Oh, Ningon. I'm sorry, I'm just pointing out a lot of the characters I'm seeing because they look so freaking good. Oh, great. Ito, look at Ito. Oh my god. Yanfei. Oh my lord. And there's like a little tournament going on. Who would actually win in the tournament? Probably Fischl. Ciao! I love seeing like the... Look at this, man. I love seeing the illustrations done in this stuff. Like, that are so different. Like, from like they you can recognize the character, but they have a completely like new style that's also adapted to their own style, if that makes sense. Look at their show. And there's Cyno as well, which is like really cool too. They did a really good job with the stylings in this as well. Oh, fight between Lumine and Aether. Who would win that fight? I'd say right now probably Lumine, right? In the current state where I'm at. Does she notice something? Awesome. Oh, a forfeit. Oh, he lost. He had lost it. This is so neat. It goes together, the yin and the yang. She kept it. She kept it. There's the lanterns as well. Oh my god. Chills. Actually chills here. Do you have credits for this? You do. There you go. Sorry. There you go. Beautiful stuff. Like absolutely beautiful stuff. Great fan video. Again, that's one of my favorite things. I say it every time, like seeing a different interpretation of characters, but while also keeping their style. Like I love when they show modern times as well, and you have a character who's like, they have a character who's like wearing like a short sleeve shirt. And it's like, that's so Kazuha. You know what I mean? Like I love when they do that stuff. I love it. And like I love seeing the different styles here as well. Now I'm gonna look up Wuxia, if that's okay. Just to see exactly what this is. Wuxia meaning. It's a genre of Chinese fiction cinema featuring itinerant warriors of ancient China, often depicted as capable of superhuman feats. So it's like literally chivalrous or vigilante or hero. So okay, that's fine. Very cool. Now, itinerant is traveling from place to place. Yeah, very cool. So it's traveling warriors. Okay, cool. I think they did a very good job of depicting that. Then did a very good job with that. Now, thank you so much for sending it, Kat. That was so cool to see. Such cool animation. Very, very pleased with that. Thought it looked fantastic. The next video is sent in by Arcadia Pride, and it is a Mori Kitchen video, and it says Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god. One of my favorite food and Yu-Gi-Oh! One of my favorite things of all time. Oh my god, we're already starting frying. It's a good day. It's a good day. That looks so good. Oh my god, that looks great. This looks too good. Oh no, they made an international pyramid. Oh my god. This looks so good. Okay, so you start off with your... This is rice, isn't it? But it's like a different type of rice. Basmati, which is usually what I use a lot of. Mori's the best chef in history. Like Gordon Ramsay would like actually die at the sight of Mori. Mix that together. Oh, draining the water. All the kind of starchiness out of the water. And then add more water to it. Okay, so I guess draining the starch, which, you know, is actually a method a lot of people use for pasta as well sometimes, depending on the pasta dish. We love salt. We love a bit of salt. So, okay, now that the starch is removed, boiling the actual... That's a nice pot, by the way. A bit of salt as well, you know? Man, like, it's so mesmerizing watching Mori cook. Mori's Kitchen is my home. Again, I would pay an astronomical amount of money to get Mori Kitchen to cook. Oh, it's a nice pot, too. Bit of onions. Oh my god, bit of chicken thigh. They got it. They got it. They got it. Look at this. Actually, like... Again, like to me, like that, like the outer skin doesn't look very appetizing right now, but it's what's gonna happen to it is what's important, you know. Like look at that. Right now, it's more appetizing than anything I've ever seen. I think it's just when it's one glob, it looks different. Pistachios. Oh my god, that looks so good just on its own. Saffron. With hot water. Look at the water change. And what you got here? What you got here? That's the saffron water. And now you're just gonna take the saffron out. It's a bit good. Oh, butter, yes. We love butter. Barberry. Just looks really good. Again, like you know it's gonna be a good dish when the stuff is already looks good from like and the nuts as well. Sugar. Now that's what opened up my mind to things like because I grew up in Ireland where like you don't really put sugar in a savory dish, like you never really did that. But like I mean, as you get older, you realize like it's actually like can be very very nice. Pinch of black pepper. We love black pepper. We love a lot of black pepper. This looks amazing. This looks amazing. Okay, some eggs. We always love eggs. Just yolk, though. Oh. Great job. And then just one whole egg. Good at mixing. Look at this. Look at that. Perfect. Actually perfect. Bit of that saffron water in there. Never would have expected that. Never would expect that's probably going to turn a, like, yeah, kind of a yellowish color. No, it's turning like a dark color. Look, it's like a darker orange. Bit of yogurt. Mix the yogurt. Oh my god. Again, would never think of this. Now it's a yellowish color. Bit of olive oil. We love a bit of olive oil. Add the rice in. Mori, you genius. Mori, you are. Oh my god, it looks good already. I'd eat that right now. That's enough. I'll eat it. Give it to me. Put a bit of salt in that. I'll eat it. Now she's making like a little base, maybe? That's one thing that's always crazy about Mori Kitchen is the artwork as well is always really cool, like the art of cooking. Nice stuff. Again, this couldn't be me. This is where I get stuck. Oh, it's a pyramid. Where they're gonna like morph it around it with foil. Genius. Clip that on. Yeah. Because like again, like it's like it seems so obvious, but like man, I didn't even think of it. Like yeah, put the foil on it. You're gonna mess it up if you don't. And now you got a little foil pyramid. Oh, it's gonna be so good. This is legit gonna be like one of the tastiest things that ever existed in the history of the universe, probably. Look at that. Not right, like, it's actually, like, probably should be illegal. I can't get over how good that rice looks. Yeah, top it off with the rice. Look at that. Holy hell. It looks so good. It looks so good. In the oven, or is that like a mini oven? Or maybe it's like just like a little heater. Who knows? Mori has technology that we don't have. It looks so good. Yeah, it's definitely been cooked. Look at that. You can see the egg kind of like consistency of like a baked omelet or something. Cooking oil. What are we adding now? No. Mori Kitchen genius. This is so cool. It's gonna be like crispy. Mori, don't try this. Because I'll cry. Again, look at this artwork as well. Beautiful plate. With mayonnaise. Oh, it's so simple and it works so well. With the eye. The Millennium Eye. Mori, don't even eat this in front of me, please. Please don't eat this in front of me. They better charge a lot of money in the actual game for this. The effort. This ain't fast food. This is fast probably to eat. I need this right now. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Mori didn't eat that because I would have been very upset. Because I want to eat it. Super badly. Thank you so much, Arcadia Pride, for sending it in. I hope I said your name at the start. If I didn't, again, sometimes like I'll just be like, oh, the next video is a Mori Kitchen video. I always like forget if I didn't, please let me know. Arcadia Pride, thank you so much for sending in again. I love these type of videos. I love the Mori Kitchen stuff. Just is amazing to me. I love Mori Kitchen so much. It's always just such a good time. It really is. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dish every single time, and it's so appreciated seeing how good, talented Mori Kitchen is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next video is sent to my Solvix, and it is an old anime that's a fave of theirs, one of their faves. Princess Tutu. I've never heard of this in my life. Let's go. Some say I'm Princess Tutu. I've never, honestly, like, to be honest, I've never heard of this, but the older anime that Solvix sends in tend to be, like, really, really cool stuff that, like, always gets me super interested. Like, the classic anime stuff. Like, there's unmistakable styles. Like, look at this right away. There's unmistakable styles that you just don't get nowadays. Like, I've never heard of this. Great song. Piano is beautiful. Is it gonna pick up, or is it gonna be just like this for the whole OP? Man, the art style is incredible. It almost looks like paper in some cases. That's a duck. Wait. Look how pretty that is. Man, if I was the one who came up with this scene, just like looking out the window with the sparkles in the sky with the moon like that, like I better have worked forever. I better have worked. I love the style. I actually like that they're being very That's a villain. That's a villain and a half. I actually like that they're being subdued with the music. Like, it's not too much, you know? An actual song in ballerina, in ballet, I should say. That's it. Really, again, really incredible stuff, because again, like, these styles that we see, we don't see them a lot nowadays, and that's not me insulting modern anime, because there's lots of modern anime I still watch. I watch Jujutsu Kaisen, I watched To Your Eternity, I have watched like some other, again, I don't watch like a lot of weekly anime. I like to like binge a lot of it sometimes. But like, even like, you know, you could say that like a lot of stuff like that I've watched in, like, Haiku is modern. It's a modern anime. It's one of my favorite anime. Mob Psycho is modern. But like the classic anime was like this thing where it was like, it was before that it was like a fully acceptable genre in the like before it was even like considered a genre by some people, because I think like it's not a genre. It's more just like it's like, there's loads of genres within anime. But the style is so different because at the time, shows were trying to like be like we're not like, how do I say? Because every single era of TV, it doesn't matter whether it's TV, whether it's movies, whether it's anime, they are like kind of like, you know, they have their own style, but it's also like influenced by a lot of what came before them. So you'll see a lot of stuff like where like animes like this were influenced by, like, that's why a lot of like early old animes are like influenced by like movies of like the 70s and the 80s and things like that, or like old anime or old cartoons. It's the same way where like a lot of like you see like a lot of Gene Wilder comedies are influenced by like old silent movies, where it's like, you know, you can still see it's their own style, but you can see they're influenced by the past as well. And that's why styles change over time. It's not bad or better or worse. It's just that like it's so different. You don't get to see a lot of the kind of like very realistic vibes that come along with it. And I'm not talking about like, you know, magical girl stuff, because like, you know, for example, like Evangelion is not a realistic style. It's realistic within its own world, if you get what I'm saying. Because nowadays I feel like a lot of anime will like, you know, do stuff that I like as well, like Haikyuu. I love Haikyuu to death. It's one of my favorites, top 5 favorite show of all time, not just anime. And they will have like more of a kind of like a abstract style sometimes, where like characters will like mess up their face and go like, oh, like, and they'll do like stuff that's like seems like cartoonish, which again is not a bad thing. I'm just trying to explain how like it's like a different thing. You don't see this type of stuff nowadays just because it's always like a different influence from different styles and different eras. Yeah. The next, thank you so much for that, Solvix. The next video is sent in by Emerald and is the Dehya demo. Let's check this out.
Every merc knows the rules. You don't steal food from a wolf's jaws.
A wolf's jaws?
Time for talks over.
Are you facing Dehya? Oh, why would you do this to yourself? She's so cool. What the hell? The music. That's so sick.
Every merc knows the rules. You don't steal food from a wolf's jaws.
Oh my god.
Time for talks over.
Boring conversation anyway.
Was it? I did not expect that freaking metalcore. Oh my lord. This is decisions. Like the different changes of art style in between each point. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's so cool. If someone started punching me like that, I literally am going into a ball. Or maybe I've my life flash before my eyes.
Keep your hands off.
Why would you try this?
Ah, dear. The green-eyed
Dude,
wolf
you're dumb.
answers to no
You're dumb. You're about to die. You're about to get bonked. Look at this. Oh, she's a heavy sword user. You're about to die. Why would you try? The music is incredible. I love the transitions with the different art style.
Listen, I want to help you, but first.
This is her. It's like, hey, I'll help you if you just. Oh, you idiot! Stop.
Boring conversation
Oh, it's so
anyway.
cool. This is so cool. The music is incredible. Holy. Look at that. I'm glad they're doing close-ups of the actual different art style. I wonder if like, I wouldn't say so. Like, it'd be cool if that was her actual. Wait. Candace. I'm just trying to save someone's life because Candace is a bit more vicious.
Is that right? Huh. I do apologize.
Bro, you just got your life saved.
Candace is in a good mood. You're off the hook. Remember what I told you. Final warning.
Even a wolf had better avoid lions and
Such cool stuff. Genuinely, like, such a cool trailer. I absolutely adore the fact that like they use like this heavy metal theme, this metalcore theme for a trailer, because it definitely fits her personality of like this like more heavier, like impactful, like, you know, like with the fists. Like it works so well. It works so well. Thank you so much for sending in Emerald. That was so cool. Fizzle writes, I can't wait to send stuff for you in a few weeks. I have so much to suggest to you. So didn't put a link, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, Fizzle. Thank you so much. But yeah, like that was such a cool trailer, and I really love the different art styles they use as well. Really cool stuff. I wonder if like if we get to use Dehya, will that be the style that we feel as well? Do we feel like it's very heavy metal in our combat as well? But I guess, again, they have another trailer that's completely different with the last one. But thank you so much for sending in. Thanks so much for sending in, Emerald. Thank you. The next video is sent in by What's Your Damage, and it's one of the first Honkai Impact. Is it Honkai Impact? Honkai Impact 3rd Animation Reburn. Again, know nothing about Honkai Impact, but I'm always like willing to see these trailers. A game that, like, again, it's not on consoles. We're probably not going to play for a while. If we did play it, it'll be like, you know, like years upon years from now. We have such a busy schedule coming up. It'd be great if you could actually see the video. This looks awesome. This looks, right away, this looks awesome. Such a cool style. But I refuse. Sick design. Look at the hoodie. I'll bring you back by force if I have to. What is... Oh my god, I would scream. I would scream. That's like one of my biggest fears, is like giant creatures looking in a window or looking in a, like something like that. Okay. 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 Leave some cool for the rest of us. Oh my god. I love a cheeky character. How, like, whenever they, like, maybe it's just because, like, I don't have the energy. Whenever I see, like, even, like, superhuman characters do this type of stuff, I am literally just, like, gobsmacked, because I'm like, how could you even try to do this stuff? It's, like, you know what I mean? For a lot of us, it's hard to get out of bed. And you can do this. Is this, like, a mech? Or, like a kind of, like, what's this transition here? Is this, like, combat armor? It's like a transition to combat, taking it more seriously. I like that. A cheeky character who can take themselves seriously. Oh, you're fighting a gun. Oh my god! Walking on his weapon. Really cool stuff. Man, I just really like the style. I'm not usually into mechs all the time. Like, I'm not usually into mechs. And then the more serious tone as well. Look at that. That is, like, again, that's the image you put on your wall. Look at this stuff. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. A great style as well. An absolutely great style that came along with that as well. Super impressed. Super impressed. I think that, like, what's so cool about seeing stuff like that is that, like, again, like, it just gobsmacks me because, like, I don't know anything about this stuff, and then I get to see it, and it's like the coolest thing in the world. And that's what I love about this type of stuff. I love seeing stuff like I wouldn't usually see. I love seeking out stuff, and I just freaking love Rome Reacts. It's so much fun for me. It's such a fun video, and like that's one of the type of things I love to see is like stuff that like I probably wouldn't usually see, but I'm seeing it today. Like opening up new horizons sometimes, and with that stuff, it's like it makes me want to play Honkai Impact a lot. It makes me want to play it a lot down the line. Thank you so much for sending that in. What's Your Damage? That was so freaking cool. And the next video is sent in by Angel313, and it is the Cyno trailer. It's a character teaser for Cyno. which we adore. We adore Cyno already.
Then it's agreed. You ensure my personal safety, and I will share the research
Okay.
materials with you.
All this fuss just over some risky research. What are you so scared of?
Oh my god, the music.
Listen, you don't understand.
Where is he? Oh my, just walking through. Oh my god, like, how did that give me chills? Just like seeing Cyno walking through the desert. It shouldn't.
What are you so scared of?
Listen, you don't understand.
Like, why did that give me chills?
The academia makes no compromises. To ensure that knowledge is used correctly, they have dedicated officers to keep tabs on all the scholars. They call them Matra.
Oh, not infallible. I love showing him drinking the water. It is hot. He's not infallible.
Fearsome among them.
Great sign.
Once he has you in his sights, he won't stop until
It
he's
seems
hunted
that way.
you down.
Cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with your
It's not a ghost story.
stories.
Oh my god, no, I would die. At least I'm getting killed by, you know, Cyno.
That's him!
Dude, you're done. You're donezy.
But your thugs have no idea how much you've sacrificed.
No, you're donezy. You're donezy. Look at this.
Save your energy.
So
It's a long
cool.
walk back.
So cool.
If you have any final words, save them for Judgment Day.
I'd start singing a song for my life. You would hear me sing a song for my life. Again, a really cool character, like incredibly like scary, I would say. How do I say it, like, without, you know, sounding dumb, like scary without being like terrifying, if that makes sense. Scary without being blood curdling, right? We are afraid of him in some cases, but like we know for sure that Cyno is like just like a really cool character. Again, like, we have no idea how like Cyno's gonna end up with us in the end, so I can't really say if they're gonna be like a perfectly moral character by the end. But I do love the Cyno and I'll hate them scenes. Cyno's just a really cool character. What I loved about that trailer was just like, again, it's just a simple thing that shows Cyno walking through the desert, will do anything, like he's suffering, drinking his water. Oh my god, it's too hot, but will do anything to complete their task. That's what Cyno will do. Really cool character teaser, and it showed exactly who Cyno is. Thank you so much, Angels313. The next video is sent in by Phantom Vaporeon, and it is a All Loves Blazing Tachibana Hibiki lyrics, and these are usually really cool. Which is, I don't know if you call it like Magical Girl, is that what you call it? Now I understand that like I have friends who love Sailor Moon, and that's like the most popular Magical Girl series, right? I think Sailor Venus is my favorite. Let me look it up for a second, because I only know designs. No, it's Sailor Mercury? Maybe not. Sailor Mars? It's Sailor Mars. It's Sailor Mars. 1 second down. I'll show a picture on the screen if anyone doesn't know who she is. Sailor Mars. Really cool design. Really cool character. Need to watch Sailor Moon sometime. But let's check this out. Really cool opening to a song as well. Fragile Hearts, man. And that's the thing, like, you know, sometimes, and I'm sorry for pausing already, but like the idea of like, it's a very like cool theme for a show anytime, like, and we're having like a character who does have a fragile heart. I have a fragile heart. This is 2 days old. But like still having to move forward, still having to like power through it. It's not easy. Not that I'm going through the same thing as this. Not that we're going, like, all of us fragile hearted people are going through the same stuff as this character. Oh, my soul. So, someone who doesn't hesitate has no honor here? Like the reason why we fight. Now, are these songs within the shows, or are they like openings or endings? Or both? I'm terrified to fail. Man, that's how deep cut is that? The idea of like we're all like, how many times have we been terrified that we're gonna just not be able to do something, but we have to do it? Man, there's a lot like with these stuff as well. Like I don't know if it's the same thing, but like it's like not having any regrets, I suppose. You got to keep going. I think these videos make me really emboldened to take on the rest of the day. Really cool breakdown. Actually, a really cool part of the song as well, right? Like sometimes, like I'm not like always like into like the breakdown into like a new opening of the song, but actually, it's like a really cool way they did it here. This part here, really cool. The backup vocals are cool too. Really cool stuff. Again, like I always like this stuff. Like again, this is what Rome Reacts is to me. I literally clicked the button by accident. We're gonna go back here for a second. Sorry about that. With the ending of the song here, I could feel the end of the song was coming. I didn't know they were gonna do a crescendo like at the end, which is really cool. That's my bad. Sorry about that, bud. Find a Vaporeon I'm talking to. Yeah, and it's a part of the song, regardless if it's the end or not. It's a part of the song, and it's really cool. Sorry about that. Again, like sometimes, like, you know, I like I said before, I click the button again to see if it's still recording. Sometimes I click the wrong button, and that's definitely my bad there. Because again, like for me, like it's I don't know exactly like how these songs are going to end, and usually I try to click them before it goes on to the next video, so that like it's not just like this really awkward situation where we're watching the next video already. But yeah, sorry about that, Phantom Vaporeon, because it actually is really cool stuff. I like again that a lot of the themes of these songs are about moving forward, about like understanding yourself almost, and understanding what it takes to move forward as well. I think that's really, really neat. So thank you so much for sending it, because again, I'm not even joking when I say like when I read these lyrics, like they do hit home a lot, because while I can't relate to the stuff that they're happening in the video, what I can relate to is the fact that, like, you know, there's many feelings. It's kind of like the way Coheed and Cambria write their songs, where it's like, yeah, I can't relate to like this alien monster who fell in love with this girl on a different planet and then they were killed or whatever. But I can relate to the motivation of like wanting to like always be there for the people you love and stuff like that. You know, like at that basic thing. So it's like, obviously I can't relate to what they're going through in this anime, but what I can relate to is the motivation to go forward, even though things are hard. So thank you so much for sending in, Phantom Vaporeon. That is so cool to see again. We haven't seen one of these in a bit, but we saw it now. The next video is sent in by Cosmic Catloaf, and it's about time we start talking more about him. And it's Scaramouche, Animatic, Under My Skin. Let's go. What a start. What a start. Like, I love, again, these are the type of stuff that, like, I would listen to, I think, when I was a teenager more often. Like, and again, when I hear this stuff now, I'm still, like, kind of very much into it. But I just didn't expect that start, because, again, it's like, usually we start off slow with this stuff. This is going to make me upset, isn't it? Yeah, again, and I'm sorry for pausing again. We're going to go back to start again. The idea is, yes, they're not a real mother-son situation here, but what they are is a like it's about his perception. And I said this before in the comments when I think I was replying to someone before as well, but like it's about like the perception. While they aren't a real blood related, what it is that it's a perception of Scaramouche where it's like the world puts a big emphasis on your mother and your parents. This is my mother, and I was dropped by my mother. That's what that's the way he sees it. The Gnosis. Crazy that he went back and took. Oh my god, man, this art style is really cool. But the song is really awesome. Again, this is the type of music I listened to when I was a teenager a lot. Yeah, Miko. Yeah, Miko. Oh, they're doing an actual depiction of what we didn't see when we were passed out. So neat. Sorry, I know I shouldn't. I'm gonna play. We're gonna play. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, it's so neat. This here. Man, I feel so bad for Scaramouche. Isn't it like... The song is perfect for this. Isn't it just like the interpretation of hurt people? It is. He's like the definition of this. Such a cool style here, the way they're doing it with the music as well. And that's where we are as well. Is that... No! Why is I like... I knew it was a minute and 13 seconds, but I was like, well, I wanted more. Wait 1 second here. There's something really cool here that I actually thought was really cool. I want to see again. In terms of a scene transition, I think they did a very good job for an artist. First of all, like, strong hands. It's a good song. Is it here? There it is, yeah. The laughing. The kind of peaceful face. And then the eyes, close up on the eyes. Really cool stuff. Yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Unbelievably emotional. You can tell the person who made this like cares a lot about the character of Scaramouche. Really beautiful artwork as well. Really beautiful artwork. I actually really like the way that went as well. And like the thing is, I can't wait to get into more Scaramouche's story. You guys know ever since I met Scaramouche in the when we watched this was months and months and months ago. We watched the actual. It was in Aroma Reacts, and I was even saying, like, I want a redemption arc, man. I want a redemption arc for Scaramouche. We want a redemption arc. But yeah, the definition of hurt people. And that's like, you know, sometimes that can be silly. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's the pure definition this time. From their perspective, they are hurt so badly that they're just like, you know, going on like a little bit of a hurtful rampage themselves. But yeah, thank you so much for sending a Cosmic Cat Love. I love Scaramouche. I really do. And we're actually very close to being able to use Scaramouche. In fact, once we get his artifacts, we're going to be using Scaramouche a lot more. Scaramouche is going to be used very soon as a mainstay in our group of characters. We're going to be having Scaramouche so soon. And we're also going to be leveling up Layla and Farzan very soon too. And we're going to be using them on the party. And so it's all to get Scaramouche, like, I guess, like more powerful, but that's why we're going to be doing it. But yeah, beautiful stuff. I want to check out more. Like, whenever I see fan animations, I do check out the channels a lot later. You know what I mean? But if you guys want me to like actually like maybe check them out with you guys, that'd be cool. But then again, I don't want to be like disrespectful because you never know if people like want. That's why I'm always weary because, like, you know, back in the day, like collabs were like a very essential thing. But you never know. You never know if people are like, oh, I want you to like feature my channel. Because sometimes it can feel like the videos, of course, but then going on to people's channels, like while showing it is very different, I think, right? It's very different because it's like, okay, how do I say it? It's like, do people want like to see their front page or do they want you to go to it especially? I don't know. Like it always like, I'm always just really like, you know, a little bit, you know, weary about it because I never want to be disrespectful to someone. But you can check out their video in the description just so you can every other fan animation. Like I said, I see fan animations all the time in these in Roma Reacts, and they always impress me. Like, they're some of the best things I've ever seen. And then, like, you know, you look at and again, viewership isn't an indication of quality. So like, it's always like, oh, this only has this many views, or this has this many views. I'm always expected to like be in the millions just because it's so freaking good. But then we know on YouTube it's not always an indication of quality. But thank you so much for sending in Cosmic Cat Love. And the next video is sent in by Felicious Felix, and it is a Candace character demo, which I didn't even know was a character. It's the few characters I have never seen, just in before I got to her. Usually you see her in like a story thing or something like that. Maybe she is there and I just didn't notice her as much. The music. Again, the music's like so different in every single.
Welcome, weary traveler from afar.
Right, it's so different in every single.
I'd really love to
trailer.
look into your future with my amber eye if I could.
The music's so good. Holy hell, I listen to this all the time.
Are cruel. Sleep
Oh my god, I'm
sound,
dancing.
And know that I am watching over you.
She's really cool, isn't she? Do any of you guys main her? Oh, the music's so good. You have no right being this good.
Do your worst. Too easy. A shield is not enough to protect the most important things. That's why I must also
Very
be
cool, and
respected.
that describes her personality perfectly.
Hear my prayer.
Holy hell, the music.
This new strength I now gain in the present is preparing me for trials.
Really
that
cool
lie
stuff. The
ahead in
like
the
again,
future.
like the music's always impressive in these trailers. Like that was like I was like dancing. I was dancing to that. I was like bopping along to that. That was really, really cool. Again, like the idea of the sword and shield is a really cool concept as well. I like that. It makes sense for her character also. Really cool stuff. Thank you so much for sending in, Felix. Really, really cool. Again, like I want to meet more of this character. This is a character I didn't even know was an actual playable character because I'd never seen her before. Never. I think she was on the banner on the test run when I first joined the game, but I didn't do the test run in time, so I didn't see her. Yeah. Candace. I think they fit her character very well, but I just still can't get over that music. So cool. The next video is sent in by Neko-san, and it is the RS Impact. I believe it is an animation. An AMV. Venti coming in on the music beat. Look at this. Look at this. Really cool. And the pluck of the strings. Oh. They're timing this so well. Editing is an art form. Try and tell me it's not, you know? Shower boy. Like, this is like the definition of Genshin. Hire this person. But actually, I appreciate that Genshin doesn't just hire everyone, because what it is that Genshin like allows so much people to use their work so freely that it makes the community stronger, and everyone should take note of it. It's GG again. Again, like look how cool like these characters are. And like it's fan videos like this that make the characters like even cooler. Oh my god! Again, like with the soft transition into a. Look at the clap! You there, girl. You did such a fantastic job with this. Top tier design, top 10 design, all time. Fischl our girl. Yeah, yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. Oh my! I love this. Man, look at that transition as well. That was such a cool video. Like, I think they did such a good job with, like, not just, like, the actual visuals, because the visuals are cool and the characters are cool, but the editing, like, with the music made that all the cooler. Like, so much more cooler. And again, I think that's what, like, is so good about Genshin, is the fact that they let the fans use so much of their work and that they've done, that they know that it's gonna, like, and again, I know it's easy for them to say because, like, you know, me to say because, like, it's $1 trillion business or whatever. What it is about Genshin, though, like, I don't care. The reason why it is as popular as it is because people can just share as much as they can. They can stream as much as they can. They can, you know, use character artwork, fan animations, music, all this stuff. None of it is copyrighted. And, like, honestly, that's what's so incredible about Genshin is that like I can make a full series of Genshin with like 300 songs per series, per arc, and like none of it gets flagged. None of it gets flagged. There's nothing that gets flagged, and everything is usable. If I wanted tomorrow to make a Genshin fan anime, I could do it. I could literally, if I wanted tomorrow, if I made a Genshin anime, and it got millions and millions of views, they would not shut it down. That's what's crazy, and some companies would. Some companies definitely would. Thank you so much for sending in, Neko-san. It's so cool. The last video sent in today is from Leon, and it is a Cyno demo. We were calling him Cyno for a long time. Not anymore. Our boy. Cyno kills some people for us.
The sands devour.
The music reminds me of like again like watching stuff like the I know it's like such like because it is like based on Egypt, right? It is based on like a lot of stuff in Egypt, but it does remind me of like that stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh and like, you know, watching The Mummy as a kid and stuff like this, which is not like the best cultural interpretation all the time. I know that. I'm just saying about the music and like, and also like movies again, like I said, movies that I watched as a kid where that music was in it, where I was like, okay, this is gonna stick with me forever. So cool.
In the cycle of life and death.
Yeah, you tell him. You goddamn tell him. This is I thought about it and that like this is top 5 design in Genshin for me, for sure.
Judgment will come swiftly. Every soul will be weighed.
Great colors as well. Oh my god. I love the backdrop as well. Like look at like what they kind of like the, I guess like what would you call it, like this stone like tablet type of, like this as well here, look. Really cool stuff. Cyno saying futile. Oh my god, the look under the mask or the hat.
I vow to uphold the rules and punish evil.
Grabbing them by the neck.
No matter how arduous this path
Why would you
may
try?
be,
Why would you try? Why would you try? That's a big theme with his character. No matter how hard the road is, we're gonna keep going. Like he is like the Terminator.
Through me, justice is served.
He reminds me of like Sumeru Terminator. This is a cool move, by the way. It's so cool. I love that they showed that, like, again, even though, oh my god, look at that. With the giant Cyno in the background. I love that they showed how even though like his impact is so strong and like his character is so like, you know, kind of aggressive and like forward with all this stuff, there is like a gracefulness to how some aggressive characters move.
Until one day, humanity stands blameless.
Oh my god, he knows about transgressions. He's gonna get you for your transgressions. Oh, look at the lightning bolt as well. Really great stuff again. I love that trailer just again because I love what not only just the music and the character itself, because we love Cyno, but like it's also again I love how they show off who the character is just like in like a little beats here. Like again, like the brutality of their moves like is mixed with this like very graceful way of moving that's very like meticulous. Whereas like, you know, if you look at a contrast with Xiao, where Xiao's movements are very graceful, but you can sense that like Xiao is like more pushing through with a brutality that is very honest in how he kind of like feels all the time, which is kind of like this thing where it's like this pain. You can see it in his movements. You can see the reason why he's going so steadfast into stuff. Whereas like you look at someone like with Cyno when he's moving, it's like I have to like punish this person, so I have to be like unbelievably meticulous about every single movement. Like, and just to use another difference in the character as well, you look at someone like Hu Tao's combat, where Hu Tao, yes, is a very good at combat, but it's more like explosive and like having fun with the movements as well, if you get what I'm saying. Like there's different movesets for every single character, and I'd actually love to like talk about all of them. What my, you know, like actually a perfect example is as well as Xing Shou. The way Xing Shou's movements are like a like a dance or like a hero of old. Everything is like, you know, very serving all the time, you know, like the moves, like the knees, and like they're always in the right place. It's really cool how they have different characters move in different ways. But guys, that's going to do it for Roma Reacts this week. And thank you so much for watching this. And thank you so much for supporting this series all the time. If you want to submit videos, it's the second lowest tier on my Patreon, and you can check it out in the description below. And thank you so much. The only rule is like no spoilers. That's it. And like, you know what I mean? For stuff, you know, that's literally the only rule. Well, there's rules as well. There's a limit on time limit videos because I'd be here forever if I said like an hour limit. Imagine how long you'd be here for. Thank you so much to Time for Hour 2, Jamie Bull, Jan and the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Eskun, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Ciabatta Bread, Malcolm Kunde, Jeff Trap, and Links Markey. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.